What is going on, y'all? Shields up. Welcome back to my channel, Elevate Your Energy. It's Jazzy, your favorite Cali reader and spiritual consult. So this is going to be a weekly spread. Okay. So I am going to do this week's channeling a bit different. Okay. I am going to start off with some oracles for the collective, and then I'm going to pull a tarot card for each sign. All right. So see what comes out, see what spirit wants to bring our attention to, see what spirit wants us to be made aware of, okay, for the week ahead. Whenever you're seeing this video is when it is meant for you, okay? That is the intention I set. So that way none of us are overwhelmed, okay, with the messages as they come in. We know that when we see them is when they are meant for us, when there's a reason for them to be on our radar at that time, okay? So let's see, spirit for the collective. Rose Jericho water. For those who didn't know. I don't know. All right. So let's see. Spirit for the collective for the week ahead. What do you want us to be made aware of? What are we preparing for? What is the energy that we are aligning to for our highest and greatest good? And nothing less, please. For the week ahead, for the collective. What can we look forward to? What do we need to know? What's coming through for us? Creation, card 39. Okay. So this week may be significant for some of you as far as what you're creating. Some of you may be making plans. You may be making blueprints. Okay. New beginnings. We do have the full moon, I believe it is, coming up on November 4th. No, sorry. December 4th. It was last month on the 5th. This month is on the 4th. And then we have change, card 35. All right. So something is obviously, change is definitely in the wind, especially with new beginnings here. There's a portal here that it feels like is available for us as a collective to walk through. Okay. A portal of creation. Okay. To really maybe put plans into place as far as like what it is that you're trying to bring to fruition, what it is that you see your life, where does you see your life going, where do you see it heading? Things are definitely changing at this time, so I feel like it's really important to really put your point of focus onto what it is that you want from this new beginning. Like, what do you want it to bring you? If you're going through a portal, being clear about what am I expecting, or what am I intending, I should say, on experiencing on the other side of this, this portal, on the other side of this change, this new beginning, this new opportunity, whatever that is for you, right? That's opening up. What is it that you want from it? Okay, this is time to really get clear about that. Some of you have been asking for change, you've been asking for opportunities, you've been asking for different things, but some of you on a subconscious level really haven't maybe been believing that it could happen, and so you haven't been really allowing yourself to really dream big, is what I'm hearing. Dream big, go big or go home, right? Some of you haven't been really allowing yourself to do that because a part of you believes that I don't really think it'll happen. I'm not sure it'll happen, right? You really don't know, right? So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're about to be shown, it's about to be proven to you what is possible, okay? Peace card did try to come out. It didn't really, it kind of like, it was a strange happening that happened when I was shuffling. Like, it didn't pop out, but it kind of like dropped out and then hit my shirt and flipped around. And so I'm not sure, but some of you, things, like I said, are definitely changing. This is card 23, okay, which is about, again, reduces to change, speaks about change in itself. Fives represent change. Sometimes conflict can be, a part of the change, right? Especially when we don't feel prepared, when we don't feel like we're ready, okay? But it's really important at this time to make peace with things that are changing, things that maybe leaving your experience or shifting out of your experience, falling away from your experience, to not make those things personal, because it's really not. It's spiritual, okay? Anything else, Spirit, for the collective for this week? And some of you, the things that I feel like are, that you may find exiting your experience this week is because it's making room for what it is you're creating, okay? It's like these floor plans that it looks like she has, these blueprints. Some of you are the blueprint, okay? But it feels like whatever these blueprints are, they're huge, okay? Like in size, they're large. So it's like, it feels like energetically speaking, metaphorically speaking, what it is that you're creating, what it is that you're aligning to create, or something that you've already created in the ethers, right? That's ready to be presented to you. It's on a large scale, meaning you need room for this, okay? And that's what it feels like some of you are really being prepared for this week, is to really make room. And this message has been coming up in different ways that it feels like it's repeating, though, because some of you just, it's like the spirit's like, you ain't hearing me. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. I'm trying to tell you, like, prepare yourself. This is about to be bigger and better than what you thought was possible. And some of you are really just kind of like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. You need to first believe it so you can see it. That's the thing, right? So let's see, Spirit, for the collective. Any other messages for the collective for this week ahead? You should be preparing for as it applies, pertains to the spread. Anything else for the collective? Loyal heart, card 35. Card 35 is out here twice in two different decks. Okay. 35s reduced to 88. So infinite blessings, infinite abundance. Okay. Some of you, this loyal heart is about changing. Some of you may be guided to change whatever you're devoted to. Some of you are devoted to a connection. You're devoted to maybe a job. You have new opportunities that's requiring you to really put in some type of effort. Okay. The work that maybe is required, it's needing your focus, your full attention, your full focus. So some of you, if you're finding that this is not a projection, okay, this is not fear mongering at all, but just an example that Spirit's giving me right now, that if some of you find yourself getting, for example, okay, getting let go of from a job or something, right, that's only changing because Spirit is needing you, your full focus, your full attention on what it is that you're creating. Okay, this change. Okay, let's try this again. So before I even got out, really started, consciously pulling for these cards, no one will believe in you or what you offer if you don't believe in it first. See what I'm saying? And that just, it literally goes hand in hand with what I was literally just saying about, believing in what it is you're asking for. Okay. Some of you have been literally giving so much time, energy, and effort to a job, right, that underpays you, overworks you. Others of you, this has to do with the connection. Okay. That is, it feels like taking energetically from what it is you're trying to create. And that's why Spirit is like stepping in at this point and being like, no, it's time to put in work over here. You've done enough there. Your services are needed here, right? Type of energy, Spirit. What else for the collective? So it feels like some of you this week are really being, it feels challenging. It could definitely feel challenging in a way to rework, rethink, readjust. We are still Mercury retrograde, okay? Till tomorrow. So we are in a shadow phase, meaning this is really still the time of readjusting, regrouping, revamping, reiterating, whatever that is for you, right? Relaxing for some of you. Let's see what else flipped out. Fake people, fake friends, keep your business plans, goals to yourself. Okay. So some of you, this is something that maybe hasn't been created yet. And that's why some of you are in this message, are being guided to keep what it is that you're creating, what it is that you're making plans to create, the goals that you have around your creations and what you're trying to manifest for yourself. This is really the time to, it feels like, get clear about what it is you're devoting your time and energy to, but also keeping those things under wraps, keeping them to yourself at this time until they're solidified, until they are, like set in stone for the most part. Okay. Let's see, Spirit, anything else for the collective, please? All right. Last one that came out. Why did it repeat itself? Y'all, it repeated itself. It repeated itself. So Mars energy is at the bottom here. Set daily intentions. So powerful. Use them. They work. All right. So some of you would really benefit by setting your intentions every day, how you want your day to go, what you want, your focus to be on, right? What you expect out of the day. So 2 cards literally back to back. Keep your ideas, plans, whereabout, what you doing, who you're with, how much you're making to yourself. I can't make it up. two of the literally I like very similar cards back to back. Like, so for some of you, that is a real message here. Some of you, whoever maybe you're sleeping with or like been loyal to, or like I said, if this is a connection, it's like some of you, this person is not as loyal as you think they are. Some of you are literally sleeping with the enemy. And I hate to say that, but I've been there, so I know how that shit feels. When you hear it, it's like, what the fuck? But some of you, this is like, again, somebody maybe that it feels like you're with isn't really as supportive of your dreams as you think they are. Just because they're your partner doesn't mean that they support you. Just because they say they love you doesn't mean that they believe in you. Okay. And that's just the harsh reality of it. Okay. We do have the 9 of pumpkins at the bottom, the 9 of pentacles. So this is an independent energy. This is the energy of doing things for yourself by yourself. Okay. Getting things done, accomplishing things without any help if that's what's necessary. Okay. But it's still getting shit done. All right. So let's get into the signs. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's let's get a collective message before we get into each individual sign, a card for each sign. Let's do get a quick card for the collective and what this is, a little bit deeper into what this is talking about on a collective scale. What are we talking about here, Spirit? What is changing? Maybe as far as what we're creating. Creating change is also what I'm hearing. Some of you, this is really some of you, it's like you're complaining. Some of you have been doing a lot of complaining, like, I'm tired of this looking like this, I'm tired of feeling like this, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. And for some of you, this week is really acting as a catalyst to create the change that you want to see. Okay. I feel like some of us are, it's like that the getting fed up energy is good. It's good because that's what lights the fire under your ass to get you to do something, right? But now we're being put in a position to actually put those ideas into play, put those actions into, really boots on the ground type getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? Really stepping into that masculine energy. So some of you, this is really about getting clear about what it is that you want to be, that you're gonna, devote your time, energy, and effort to. What are you dedicating yourself to, right? Is it creating the change that you want to see? Is what you're dedicating your time, energy, effort into, gonna support your endeavors long term? Are they going to support you having long term wealth and stability for the long run? Okay. So some of you, this is the time to really start working on and dedicating yourself, putting like blinders on to really focus on what it is that you're creating at this phase of your journey. Okay. This is now, it's like the doors are open. Okay. For all of us, the doors are wide open, and now it's time to get to work. It's kind of like when you're waiting for the building to open, right? And you're just like, I'm ready to get started, because you already know what you're going to do. You already know how it's going to turn out, or at least you have an idea, right? And it makes you excited because you can kind of foresee those steps ahead, right? So this is where Spirit is saying, like, the doors are about to open. Okay. You're about to be able to run full sprint in, right? And get started. So now this is like keeping that shit to yourself. Don't tell anybody else what you're creating. Just focus on that. Okay. So let's see. Spirit, what is this for the collective? What is the message here? Again, a new beginning. Okay. Page of Pentacles. For some of you, this is a new opportunity, as in like something that you're learning. Okay. Some of you, this could definitely be a new job. Cancer energy here with the Chariot. Okay. Some of you, this is like maybe a new job, a new car. Okay. Something that's coming in that's supporting what it is you're creating for yourself. All right. Some of you may definitely have some anxiety about whatever this is. But it feels like it's going to be obviously successful. It definitely has a potential to yield the type of success that it is that you're looking for from whatever this is, but it does require a level of being a student. Okay. Some of you may be entering a field or like a position that you're versed in, right? But this is Spirit's way of saying you're going to be successful as long as you allow yourself to continue to learn as you go, right? You learn as you go by helping others with what you're learning, right? By teaching. I've recently heard that as well. Like, the best way to teach, to like learn something, is to start teaching it as you go. You don't have to be an expert, right? But it's also keeping the balance of, as you're not an expert in something, that you make it also clear that I'm still learning with you, type of thing. You don't want to ever come off or present yourself as an expert in something that you're still learning, right? That's not accurate information. That's misleading, right? False advertising. So that's not what I'm talking about here. But it is to say that you'll learn something and pick it up faster as you continue to teach it as you're learning it, right? Type of thing. It helps you retain the information that you're receiving. So So yeah, whatever this is, like some of you are getting maybe getting promoted, okay? It feels like some of you maybe have like, for those of you that have like a job, that it's like someone like a manager, let's say for example, sees, or hears about something, they're like, oh, I got this idea, but I feel like I can't really, bring it full circle, and someone may be coming to you, right? Asking for your opinion about something, ask for your expertise, and now you're like finding yourself like, holy shit, like some of you may be feeling like you bit off more than you could chew, right? And that's normal to feel like that. But it does also still say that just because you feel like you may be in over your head with something you've committed yourself to, um, as long as you continue to believe in yourself, it will yield the success that you're seeking. Okay, you will get from it what you need to get from it. You just have to be willing to believe in it first. Okay, if you don't believe that you're capable of pulling something like that off, then of course it's going to fail. It's at least to some degree, right? But if you allow yourself to know that if this presented itself to me, it's because I'm ready for it. It's because I may be more prepared than I thought I was. And moving into it from that mindset, right, is going to yield the type of success and victory over any challenges that you might find yourself experiencing at this time. Okay. So let's get a card for the collective for each sign and see how this spread pertains to each of the zodiac signs. So we're going to start off with Scorpio. We are still, I believe, in Scorpio season. I don't think we're in Sag season yet. We may be. I apologize if we are. I've not checked, so I'm just being transparent. I'm not sure, but I know we are on the tail end, at least, of Scorpio season. So we're going to start there. So at the bottom, we have the Nine of Cups, okay, for Scorpio. So, interesting. Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio spirit? So some of you may be receiving something that you've been, asking for, something that is, fulfilling, okay? Some type of completion, okay? Some of you may be getting to the end of something. Things are, the change that some of you Scorpios are seeking it's happening now. So this is like spirit saying you asked for it, like believe in it, it's here, okay? Some of you Scorpios, this has to do with the connection, okay? This could definitely be a romantic relationship, okay? Someone that you, someone that you're, that you've actually manifested, someone that makes you happy, okay? Some of you have been asking for this for quite some time, and some of you, this may come as a surprise, okay? And I feel like that is because some of you have been so focused on your creativity, where it's like because you asked for this thing and then you just kind of let it go, let the universe do its part, and you've been focusing somewhere else, it's allowing this thing to come in without resistance, okay? So Scorpio, some of you have a connection that's coming in. This could definitely be romantic. It can also be platonic, right? It could definitely be business related, but it does feel like maybe this is someone that you can learn a lot from, and they can also learn a lot from you. I think that's a really beautiful place to be, especially when it comes to partnerships and connections and things like that. But I would be mindful, okay, of the people that some of you Scorpios have around you that may not have your best interest in mind. Okay, make sure that you're honest with yourself, and be aware of the company you keep, but also what you share with the company you keep. Okay, so let's go on to Pisces. Pisces, let's see, for the week ahead for Pisces, what is the message for the week ahead for Pisces as pertains to this spread? Okay, Pisces, is this your card? I'm pretty sure this is your card. The suspension, the hangman. Pretty sure that's Pisces energy. Okay, showing up in your own reading, Pisces. Okay, so what is this? Something that some of you are being asked to surrender, like to kind of like relinquish to the universe, kind of like be like, I don't know what this is or where this is going. I'm not sure, but I'm letting the universe do its thing in my experience with it, whatever this is. Okay, with the Six of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is Emperor at the bottom. Some of you, this is a connection, Pisces. Okay, that some of you are being asked to see it differently, to shift your perspective as it pertains to a particular connection. Okay, this could definitely be someone or something you've been giving your time, energy, and effort into. If this hasn't, let me just say this. I'm getting a couple messages here for you, Pisces, that if this is a connection, even if it's a job, let's say, for example, right, that you aren't getting out of it what you put into it, this week is presenting you an opportunity to see how that was actually supporting you, how that was actually helping you in the long run. It may not feel like that in the moment, but it's actually for your benefit. It's actually supportive. But you have to be willing to surrender, as in accepting that, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can, and I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm not gonna overexert myself, and just ask spirit, please close the doors that are not meant for me and open the ones that are, right? And watch what happens. Like, I've been doing that, saying that, and it's just so interesting, like, oh, how like that's been like showing up regularly for me. Okay, so take it only if it applies. But it feels like some of you this week, Pisces, are really being positioned to shift your perspective about something. Okay, someone, and this could also, like I said, go a different way as well. That's one message, but the other message, it feels like, can be also about shifting your perspective about a connection. Some of you may be feeling like you're not receiving what you need out of a connection, but that could just be spirit's way of indicating, which it is, when people are mirrors, right? They're a reflection of us, can just be simply reflecting to us the love that we are maybe not pouring into ourselves, and then wondering why we're not seeing it outside. Like, why am I not getting the energy that I put into something? Why am I not getting that back? And that's just sometimes not because you're not worthy of it, but because sometimes it's misguided, right? We pour into others thinking that that's where the validation comes from, right? But it's not. We pour more into ourselves to our cup overflows. They get, other people get from the overflow. They get what's left over, type of thing, right? When our cup is full. But when we don't fill our cup up first, then we're depleting ourselves, essentially. So some of you are really being put in a position to see how maybe if you feel like other people aren't matching your frequency, it's because it's just spirit's way of letting you know where you're vibrating. It's as within, so without, as above, so below. So anything you experience outside of you, right? Anything that you are observing outside of yourself, okay, is always an indication of what's going on internally. So when you balance the internal, the external has no choice but to follow, right? So Cancer, let's see, what is going on for Cancer for the week ahead? What is the message for Cancer, Spirit, as it pertains to this spread? What is the message for Cancer? Clear, accurate messages. Okay, so we have two that came out, and we have the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords. Interesting. So, Cancer, some of you may be walking away from something this week. Okay, you may be disconnecting, detaching, kind of like taking some time to think about something, to think about a situation, meditate on something. Some of you may just be emotionally, like, kind of like feeling like, I wonder if I made a mistake, or I thought I wanted something. Some of you, again, if this is something that you have found yourself coming back to, okay, because Mercury is in retrograde. So if this has to do with maybe something, for example, from your past that you was like, oh, I want to, I feel like I want to give this chance, this, relationship, or this person, or this situation another chance, right? And some of you may be coming to the conclusion this week that, actually there's maybe, I maybe want to think about this some more, right? There may be things that are coming up that you may want to take more time to ponder on. Others of you may be coming to the realization, being honest with yourself, okay, that there may be something you need to walk away from, okay? There's healing that may be required, okay? This may be something that you've been already thinking about, and you're actually deciding, like, I need to go ahead and let this go. I need to go ahead and detach before I get in too deep, okay? I'm not sure exactly what that's pertaining to, but we do have the Ten of Cups at the bottom, okay? So this could be some type of a family dynamic, all right? Maybe a family community, or a person in your family, okay? Maybe someone you once shared a family with. I'm not sure, but it just feels like some of you have been maybe still energetically holding on to something from the past, or still energetically tied to something, and it could be definitely messing with your creativity. There are doors that are opening up for you, but it's, that I feel like will make you happy, but it's time to really allow yourself to detach from something emotionally, okay, first. It's like, if we're still hung up on a person from our past, how are you going to enjoy something new in the present, right? So let's go on to the air signs. So we're going to start with Gemini. Let's see, what is the message for Gemini, Spirit, for our highest Greatest good. What is the message for Gemini for this week ahead as it pertains to this spread? What do they need to know? What do they look forward to? What do they need to be made aware of for Geminis? Knight of Candles. Okay. So some of you, Geminis, especially as it pertains to your creativity, something you're maybe creating, it feels like some of you are getting your spark back this week. Okay. If you felt like you haven't had the type of energy that you've been needing, Five of Swords at the bottom. Okay. Some of you maybe haven't been in your head a lot. It feels like some of you, that's the energy that you've been kind of like feeling like you're overthinking and just can't really seem to get clear about your thoughts or get clarity within your mind. It feels like that's changing. Okay. And I feel like that's a really, it's not, it's not a cool place to just be so stuck in your mind all the time. Okay. So I feel like some of you, if you've been feeling depleted energetically, that's shifting. Okay. It's like your energy is being resparked. The action that you've been needing to take, it's like you're getting a respark of that. Others of you also could definitely be coming into some type of finances, some type of resources. Okay. This is also about grounding yourself, taking action towards gaining more resources. Okay. Some of you, like I said, haven't been maybe in the energy, you haven't had the energy to maybe really do what you need to do as far as like your resources go, right? As far as like maybe making more money, doing things to generate more income. It's like you haven't been really having the energy to do that. Okay. But it feels like that is shifting this week. Okay. Maybe your inspiration is being resparked in some type of way. Maybe whatever this shift is for you, whatever door that is opening up for you is inspiring you in some type of way. It's putting, like I said earlier, lighting the fire under your butt, okay, to essentially help you take action where it's needed, okay, help you maybe look at what you already have on hand and help you see how you can use what you already have to get you further, to get you where you want to go. All right. So let's see for Libra, what is the message for Libra spirit for the week ahead as it pertains to this spread? What is the message for Libras? Libras, we have coming out in your own fucking reading. Okay, Libra, right? Justice. Anything else for Libra? Justice. So scales are being balanced out. People are receiving karma with the 9 of Cups at the bottom. Okay. Something is balancing out in your favor with the King of Swords. Okay. So this could definitely be some truth that is coming to the surface. It feels like it's, especially for those of you that may be involved in a court situation, something like that, the truth will prevail. Okay. The truth is coming out and it's going to basically do what it needs to do in the situation. Okay. Whether that's, a good thing or whether it's not a good thing, the truth is going to do what it's supposed to do. Right. Some of you may be put in a position this week, Libra, in order to restore balance in your own life. Some of you may be guided to speak your truth, to really put your emotions aside in a situation and just be honest. Okay. It feels like there's a level of honesty here that is required in order to bring balance into your life in some type of way. Okay. I'm getting throat chakra energy. Some of you, this, like, you haven't been really speaking your truth. And now this week is putting you in a position where it's like, you can't run from it anymore. You can't, hide from it. You can't duck from it. You can't, decide, well, if I don't look at it, then it's not here. I don't have to worry about it. It doesn't really, not a lot of things don't work like that. Right. So it feels like this week, Libra, is really going to be important for you to really use your logic. Okay. Use your logic in the situation. I know our hearts want to love and want to keep the peace and maintain, balance and equilibrium in a peaceful environment, but that's not always possible, right? Sometimes it is required to rock the boat. The boat is required to be rocked. Okay. And some of you may be put in a position this week to rock the boat, but what's on the other side of that, which you don't even know, is a connection, a partnership of some kind that may be exactly what you've asked for, exactly what you're looking for, right? But it's going to be important for you to first, right, be honest with yourself about where you're at, right? If we can't be honest with where we're at, how can we get clear about where we're going, right? If you're not clear about what you don't want, how are you to get clear about what you do want? You see what I'm saying? And that is, again, how we restore balance, is by being honest with ourselves, putting our emotions aside out of the situation, really allowing ourselves to see things objectively, see it clearly, right? To make a balanced decision for everyone, for all involved. Okay. So Libra, that is your message So let's go on to Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Spirit for Aquarius for the week ahead. What is the message as it pertains to this spread? The Fool. Okay, Aquarius, you got a new beginning coming. Okay, maybe you need to take a risk of some sort. Some of you are being asked, like maybe there's something that you, a creative idea that some of you have the capital to act on. You have everything you need, right? But some of you, it's just a matter of deciding, like, fuck it, I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna see what happens. Okay. I feel like with the Queen of Cups, this is something that I feel like Aquarius, you're being asked to let your heart guide you. Some of you have put off your own hearts and souls, dreams and wishes aside, maybe for your family or for your spouse, whatever. You've been putting it off for too long, and now some of you are really being asked to really come back. So this is something Aquarius, that it feels like you've been feeling for quite some time. It's like your feminine energy is talking to you, okay? And it's really, I feel like some of y'all have been kind of ignoring it, right? Putting it off to the side, kind of putting it on the back burner. And it's getting to a point where if you want to see things change and progress in your life the way it feels like some of you have been like yearning for, it's going to require you to take some sort of a risk. Because again, you don't believe in it first, no one else will, right? So I feel like some of you, Aquarius, you have all you need. You have what it takes. It's just a matter of believing in it. Believing that whatever this thing is, that it matters. It matters more than your fear. It matters more than self-doubt. It matters more than maybe what didn't work before, okay? You got it. You just need to do it. I believe in you. So please believe in you too, okay? All right, so next we're going to go with our fire sign. So let's go to Saggies. It's been a while. So let's see, Spirit for Sag. What is the message for Sagittarius for the week ahead? Whenever they're seeing this video, this pertains to the spread. What is the message for Sag? 10 of Candles, 10 of Wands. So some of you Sages are dropping a burden of some sort. You're finally releasing something you've been carrying for quite some time. I feel like some of you have been really so loyal to the wrong people, maybe the wrong things, and it's like you're now coming to, like, the way the energy is just shifting or changing. It feels like some of you are just suddenly, or it feels sudden. It feels like you're just kind of waking up to realizing, like, I don't need to do this anymore. I don't like carrying this anymore. And you just decide, it's kind of like literally like you're holding a backpack because someone told you to put it on. And after all this, going through life and just, experiences and holding on to this backpack, and you're finally just like, who made me put this shit on in the first place? Like, and you just take it off and you're just like, why didn't I do that a long time ago? Right? That's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Okay. Ace of Cups. So some of you are releasing something you've been carrying when it pertains to love in the heart space. Okay. Some of you are, this maybe has to do with a relationship that you're finally just kind of realizing, like, this is more than I signed up for. I'm taking on way more than I expected, way more than maybe I initially agreed to. And some of you are in your allowing that to be released, and you're allowing yourself to like remove the baggage that you've been carrying emotionally in your heart space, is what brings in something that is divinely aligned just for you. It's like the universe has been trying to gift you something, and it feels like in the form of an opportunity, whether it's to a person or a job or a creative, opportunity, whatever, that's something that you will really, really, really fucking love. But some of you are energetically haven't been making room for it. Okay. So this week, it feels like some of you are finally making room for whatever this new opportunity is. And it feels like for some of you, it definitely could be in the form of a new person. But if there is a relationship from your past that some of you are still carrying, okay, that can still hinder what's trying to come in for you. Okay. Sometimes, we think that one area of life doesn't have anything to do with the other area, but sometimes people in your life are hindering your opportunities in not only relationships, but in different forms of creative opportunities, solutions, jobs, promotions, money, whatever, right? So some of you are really being asked this week, Sag, to look at what it is you've been carrying. What can you release? What baggage can you drop that you've been carrying that can let this in? Okay. So some of you, it feels like if you are able to see that there is an opportunity waiting for you, then that may give you the motivation, the inspiration that you need to drop whatever that is, because you see that something else is actually on the other side. Some of you didn't know. You weren't sure. You're like, well, I don't want to drop this if I can't be certain that there's something else better waiting for me on the other side of this, right? Some of you, this is your confirmation. There is. Okay. You just have to, again, be willing to believe it. Okay. You have to believe it first that there is something on the other side, right? That you can look forward to. You have to believe that first so you can see it. Okay. So Sag, that is your message. So let's go to Leo. Leos. My baby is a Leo. My son is not a baby anymore, but it's always my baby. I don't care. All right, for my Leos, what is going on for the week ahead for my Leos? As it pertains to the spread, what is coming through? What do they need to know? Virgo energy, okay? Somebody may have a Virgo of significance. Some of you Leos may be isolating yourself this week. You may be really guided to really take some time to go within, some time for yourself, you know, another major arcana, Leo, Chariot energy, Cancer energy, okay? Which is the same card that came out for the collective, okay? With the 9 of Wands at the bottom. So some of you Leos, this week it feels like a real, feels like a major phase of your journey at this time, okay? It's really going to be important for you to allow yourself to really take the time to isolate yourself, to spend time with yourself, okay? In order for you to be victorious over some type of challenge that some of you are experiencing at this time. Others of you, this is required for you to come back into balance with yourself, okay? Some of you have been really overthinking things. You've been really maybe kind of like carrying a lot, where it's kind of like adding up over time. It's compounding. And some of you are really needing, is because you're not giving yourself enough time with yourself. You're not spending enough time with your inner child. You're not giving yourself, pouring into yourself the way you're needing to, in order for you to feel like you're on track, or things to move the way you feel like they should be moving. Okay. Some of you are energetically letting yourself get depleted. You're leaking your energy by people around you, the environment around you, vices for some of you, whatever it may be, right? There's different things going to be applied differently for all of you, but it's just, it feels like this week is, because 2 major arcanas came out, okay? That is inevitable. It's like you can fight it, you can delay it, you can not want to look at it, but major arcanas, when they come out, those are major events that are going to happen one way or another, okay? And that doesn't have to be a bad or a good thing. It's just a matter of how you respond to it when it happens. But some of you are really being encouraged to take some time to yourself, to really, you know, before you move forward on something, okay, before you maybe just take off running with something, right? Spirit really wants you to make the time to really go within, check in with yourself first, okay? Really see, how does this sit with my spirit? How does this feel in my body, before I just jump onto something because it's the first thing that presented itself. The first opportunity isn't always the best opportunity, okay? So I feel like it's important, Leo, for you to really make the time to sit with yourself first, see how you feel, so that way whatever decision you do make is coming from a place of balance. And when it comes from a place of balance and being well thought out, right, you know it has no choice but to win, okay? So Leo, that is my message for you. And with this 9 of Wands at the bottom, that's about boundaries, okay? Making sure that whatever decision you are making, that if people are like, you know, you're telling people, I need time to myself, I need some space, you know, you need to set firm, healthy boundaries with that, okay? Some people might get insecure, especially if it's like a partnership, right? They may feel insecure and feeling like, oh, well, who are you talking to if you don't want to be around me and stuff like that. Some of you, this is really a pivotal week for you to set those energetic boundaries with people, to let them know, no, I need to fucking recharge my batteries because I'm fucking drained, right? So some of you are really being asked to stand 10 toes on yourself this week, okay? So let's see, for Aries. Aries, what is the message for this week for Aries, Spirit? Aries, as it pertains to the spread, clear, accurate messages. 7 of Cups, okay? So Aries, some of you have options, some opportunities that are presenting themselves this week, but it's important to know that not every opportunity is going to be a valid or right opportunity. So it's going to be really important for you to be discerning, okay? For some of you, this is an opportunity to heal, okay? There may be some healing that's required you know, things that you're being asked to, you know, really make a decision on, okay, this week, to really leave something behind, decide what direction you're going to go, okay? Some of you, Aries may be confused about what direction you want to go, okay? But some of you are really being guided to follow your North Node. Where's your North Node taking you, okay? The things that feel comfortable, that is likely your South Node energy. It's the things that we've already mastered, we've already gotten good at, right? They're very familiar, right? But when we're talking North Node energy, I feel like will be really important for some of you Aries this week to really, if you're not certain, check out where your North Node placement is, what sign and house your North Node is in your birth chart, and allow yourself to start making plans to go towards that energy. Where is that energy trying to take you? Okay, because it definitely will feel uncomfortable. It's, you know, something that is brand new, it's unknown, right? But that's where the growth lies. That's where your magic lies. That's where your purpose lies. Okay, is in the unknown, is in the things that make us uncomfortable, that are outside of our comfort zone. So some of you Aries are really being pushed outside of your comfort zone this week. Okay. Some of you also are maybe concerned that maybe an opportunity that's presented itself requires you to leave something behind, and then maybe concerning to you. Some of you, because again, it's uncomfortable, right? But some of you aren't realizing that what's on the other side of this decision that some of you are being asked to make this week is exactly what you've been asking for, is wish fulfillment, something you've been wishing for, something that is fated and destined just for you. Okay, so you're going to have to discern on what that is, okay, and what that opportunity might be when it presents itself, but trust yourself, okay? You got this. So let's move on to my Virgos. Virgo gang, gang, gang. You know, I'm a Virgo. So I don't care. People don't, you either love us or you hate us. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Virgos are some of the dopest people that I know. Okay. So let's see. Spirit for Virgo. What is the message for them this week as it pertains to the spread? What can they look forward to? What they need to know for Virgos for the week ahead? What is going on for my Virgo spirit? And now all of a sudden my nose want to itch. Okay, spirit. The star. We just got this for Aries. That was the second card that came out for them. So the star. Virgos. Okay, is your North Node energy calling you? Are you creating something that has to do with your North Node? Anything else, spirit, for the Virgos? Others of you are receiving something you've been asking for this week, Virgos. The new beginning is coming here, and it's fated. It's divine timing. It's destined. It's fated. The way it's happening, how it's happening, come through. Hold on. Four of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, just make note of that. Four of Pentacles. Then we have the Empress, okay, coming out for the Virgos, followed by the Seven of Swords, okay, and the Hermit in reverse. Very interesting energy. So automatically here, what I'm getting, Virgo, is y'all got something, y'all got major blessings. You got major abundance coming in. I don't know why I just guided to whisper right now, okay? Y'all got some good shit coming in, and you're going to need to keep it to yourself. That Seven of Swords energy, some of you may be tempted to sabotage this, okay, in some type of way. But this feels like how you don't sabotage it is by keeping the shit to yourself. We already talked about that earlier twice, okay? And that's why I feel like this came out so heavily in the beginning, is to reiterate this message here, okay, Virgo? You have some major shit coming in, major blessings, major stability, abundance, okay? And it feels like it's not just coming in one form. It's not just physical and material. It's energetic and spiritual as well. It's emotional. It's mental, right? You got major things coming in here, but it feels like some of you are really being guided to keep it under wraps, okay? To really, it may feel like you're hiding something. It may appear that way to other people. Who cares? Fuck them people in the most respectful but so serious way, okay? Like, we can't worry about things like that, okay? People are going to feel how they're going to feel regardless, but you know, okay, what you're being guided to do. And it feels like it's kind of like that. I keep seeing videos where it's like, if you suddenly get rich, don't tell anyone. That is what this energy is here, literally. Y'all about to get rich, and you need to keep that shit to your fucking self so you don't sabotage it by everybody having their hand out and you're loving fucking of service self, okay, decides to just hand out willy-nilly and then you're left with nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's like, we're not doing that this time. All right. Hermit in reverse. So this is about coming out. You already know what to do. It's like you've already gotten the crown loads, you've gotten the inklings, you're recharged. This is preparation. This is now like, I'm ready. It's like, I've done everything I need to do. I'm waiting. Sitting here right here, like, I'm waiting. Bring it. Okay. I'm just saying, Virgo, this is some dope ass energy for us. And with the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom, again, this is keeping shit to yourself. Okay. Keeping your, what you just received, keeping it close to your chest. Okay. Your plans, whatever you plan on doing, whatever just happened, you're keeping that shit close to your chest. But this is also indicative of having so much you have plenty to save as well. Okay. With the 6 of Pentacles, okay, this is, again, reciprocal energy. Whatever it is you put out, you're receiving. Okay, this week is about receiving, Virgo. I'm just saying, get fucking ready. Okay, you got decisions to make. Your calling is calling you. Prepare, Virgo. I'm just saying. Okay, prepare. Prepare. All right, let's go on to Taurus. I literally have them all written out, right? So I'm just like going with, as I go. I'm not doing them in no particular order. They're just categorized by the elements. So, but all the readings will be timestamped for each sign. Okay, so you can find your own. You can go straight to it. All right. So let's go to Taurus. What is going on this week for Taurus? Spirit, what is the message for Taurus? For the week ahead. The sun. Okay, Taurus. So something is being revealed. Something is coming to light. Okay. Something could definitely be taking place that is going to make you really fucking happy. Okay. What is the sun, Spirit, for Taurus? What is the sun about? Ooh, the Empress. So this could definitely be about a mother figure, a wife energy. Okay. Some type of, again, abundance. All right. That some of you may be getting with the Chariot at the bottom. That's interesting. Major energy here, Taurus. So some of you are coming into some type of stability, something you've been asking for. Okay. I feel like this is really a really positive week for you. Okay. It feels like some of you have been really interesting with the Chariot and the Emperor at the bottom. With the King of Pentacles, some of you may be coming into a whole brand new dynamic with the 9 of Cups. Some of you are receiving some type of long-term stability. Some of you are like becoming a boss overnight. Bossing up overnight is what I'm hearing. Bossing up overnight. It may feel overnight, but all of us who've been putting in the fucking work behind the scenes, we know this shit ain't overnight. We've been doing this shit, okay? But the result to others, right, from the outside looking in who haven't seen what's going on behind the scenes, to them it looks sudden. It looks all of a sudden and out of the nowhere and out of the blue. This ain't, y'all know it ain't out of the blue. I feel like Taurus, y'all have been maybe going through a really rough period, okay? But you're flying over that shit. This week, it's like you're overcoming, you're superseding, okay, the expectations of others. I feel like you and Virgo are in very similar energies here this week, where you got something coming in. There's something coming in that's positive. It's really fucking positive. It's exciting. It's new. It's energetic. Okay. It feels like uplifting. All right. And you're worthy. You need to know your worth. This is your card to Taurus, by the way. Okay. The Empress showing up in your own reading. Like, that is one of your cards. And I feel like this is as well. The King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is about really coming into some type of stability. Some of you are, maybe coming into being a wife. Okay. You might be aligning with your divine feminine or masculine energy that matches you. Okay. I'm just saying something major is coming here though, coming through for you this week, Taurus. So just prepare yourself. Okay. Prepare yourself. Something is being revealed. Okay. It's like, it feels like a random message too, but some of you, very few of you, this could be, I feel like maybe one of you, something may be being revealed with like someone being pregnant. Some of you may be finding out you're pregnant, or someone may have gotten someone else pregnant. Okay. And that could be coming to the surface, but this feels more positive. Okay. It feels like some of you are finding out you're pregnant and it's actually something you've been asking for because you're ready. That's why it's happening now, because you're prepared financially, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You're prepared for this. Okay. So that's exciting. If some of you are finding out you're pregnant, I would love to know. Congratulations in advance. Okay. I think that's so dope. So that's exciting. All right. Let's go on to Capricorn. Cappies. Let's see. For the Capricorns, what is going on for them for the week ahead? Let's see. What is going on for Capricorns for the week ahead as it pertains to the spread? What is going on? Knight of Potions. Okay. So some of you Capricorns could be sending a message or receiving a message, okay, of love, whether it's you're sending this or it's coming to you. Okay, this could also be your heart speaking to you. Your heart is like calling you to do something, calling you to create something, calling you to create some sort of change in your experience. What else for Capricorns? What is this Knight of Potions? Well, some of you, it's definitely a connection. Okay, second card that came out was the Sun. Okay, so some of you are getting like an inkling, Capricorn, this week, that where it's like something is being revealed to you. Your heart is revealing something to you with the Empress at the bottom. Okay, this could definitely have to do with a again, a mother figure. Okay, someone that you love, but this could also be someone you have kids with. Okay, so this could be the mother of your kids, or you could be the mother of someone's kids. All right, but this is at the bottom, so something is changing here. Okay, with maybe a child or a dynamic with you and someone else. All right, some of you may be getting back with someone that you have kids with. You know, there could be some I feel like some of you may be receiving a message this week from an old connection or old flame of some sort that's revealing, you know, like feelings. Someone's revealing that they still have feelings for you, or they're revealing that they want to try things again, that they want to really, you know, start over and really change things this time. Some of you, you know, take it as it applies, but for some of you, this could definitely be a reconnection of some sort that's taking place this week. And it feels like for some of you, it's like your heart, you still have feelings. There's still feelings there. So that's why some of you, why this is coming at this time. You know, it's kind of giving you a chance, like one last chance to make things right. What are you going to do here? Right. So that could be for some of you as well. But like I said, keep in mind, Mercury is still in retrograde till tomorrow. We're still in the shadow phase, and that shadow phase still does carry on past the 29th, right? So, you know, this is a period to really be sure before we give things another go around. Have we learned what we were supposed to learn from it the first however many times, right? Is this something that's really in alignment with, you know, where I'm heading, where my path is taking me, where I'm going, right? Is this in alignment with my purpose? Right, really allowing yourself to rethink certain things, regroup, readjust. You know, remember why something ended in the first place, right? All these things, they are all playing factors right now. So I feel like it's important for us to really be honest with ourselves, okay? Be clear about what we want, why we want what we want, okay? And make sure that the communication is clear between you and whoever this is. But something's being revealed here. Something's coming out. Someone may be pregnant. Okay, so that could also be. I just got that message for literally for Taurus. Okay, someone may be finding out they're pregnant or finding out someone is pregnant, and you know that could be the jump start of the catalyst to a relationship, to starting a family that maybe you weren't expecting. So I don't know. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. So I trust that all those that needed the messages received the messages. If you guys did enjoy this style of reading, please let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not. And until next time, you guys, howdy.